Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sophia, and I'm a co-founder of Ecogen Technologies. We exist to enable the renewably powered shift to clean energy for everyone, anywhere. Climate-related disasters, broken temperature records, a clash of how hot the world should get, and an extension of the net zero 2050 targets. These are some of the issues that have been raised at COP27 in the last 10 days. Unfortunately, a lot of the global climate change goals are filled with hot air, which begs the question, can we summon the collective to deliver on such promises? So let's break this energy crisis down. First off, we have a universal issue with accessing energy. We still have 1.2 billion people on this planet who cannot access electricity. Fundamentally, we have centralised grids that are failing us. Not only can we get access to clean energy, but they're unable to disperse energy effectively. It goes without saying that we're behind on achieving our net zero 2050 goals. In the last 10 days, it was announced that China is now aiming for 2060 and India is now aiming for 2070. On a renewable energy scale, the business demand for renewables is greater than that of the G7 economies combined. And despite it being cheaper to actually save the planet than to destroy it, renewable energy interventions are slowed by unstable policies. The evidence is clear. There's an inability for energy demand to be met by both volume and by green energy. Renewables are a core ingredient of this solution. That's why we believe at Ecogen the future of energy is to be energy independent. Introducing the Ecogen Pod. The pod is an entirely sustainable energy generator that can store, harvest, and supply energy. The versatility of the pod allows for various sources of renewable energy to be integrated within its design, using a combination of solar, battery, and wind. We have the ability to supply, with the Ecogen Pod, this can generate up to 130 megawatt hours per year, which is effectively around 10 three-bedroom houses to power them for 1 year entirely. It's portable, it's customizable, it's off-grid. It also has the potential to connect to the grid, and it allows users of which to be prosumers. They can produce and consume their own energy. So what sets us apart from, say, your average solar generation company is two key things. One, our pods can act and supply local economic utility to areas that need it most. This is because we're developing proprietary protected software and hardware that can act as microgrids, and the pods can speak to one another. And secondly, we're developing smart renewables, which means there's a smart balancing load system which can accurately depict when to store and when to supply energy. Now, we all know that the weather is unpredictable. We're seeing floods astronomically globally. What our pods can do is also smartly determine which source of renewable energy to use. So who is our target market for the pod? There's three key parties here. Firstly, our pod is commercially agnostic. It can apply in circumstances from construction to farming. Secondly, we have three governments who are currently in pre-order discussions to deploy the pod to give energy to those that need it most. And thirdly, in public sectors, there's applications for the example of emergency flood situations, long-term refugee camps, and also military pop-ups. Remember, if these people are not accessing the grid, they're using diesel generators. So we have the use case here of the farming industry in Australia, of which is highly energy intensive and currently spends $56 billion a year on energy. And therefore, we've estimated a sum of 5% of 430 million. And this is because we offer a stable and alternative solution to the failings of the current grid system. We've estimated that the return on investment from an Ecogen pod can be as little to 1 to 5 years, dependent on the applications that are integrated with its design. So what have we actually achieved to date? We've already raised £700,000 collectively from our seed and bridge seed round. And to note as well, those are from the same pool of investors which we strategically have aligned with. And as well as that, we're partnering with industry researchers. What we've done is we have a professor of smart microgrids who is helping develop the software for our technology. We also, our tech team, have worked with Australia's largest solar rollout as well. We've received extensive media recognition, and as aforementioned, we're in pre-order discussions with 3 governments and one of Australia's largest listed builders. Our competitors can comprise of solar generation companies and basically any renewable energy generation company, including the national grid. But what sets us apart is our ability to offer a one-stop shop. There is no other player on the market who is doing exactly what we're doing. We're on track to have our fully operational prototype, which will be ready by January 2023. We've already installed the battery and the solar, and we've tested it. It's on time, it's on specification, it's on budget, it's waterproof, it's being tested even in torrential rain environments, and it's secure. And as you can see, our Series A is underway. So to develop such technology requires an enormous amount of considerable research, and hence we're asking for $3 million in exchange for 20% of the company. The use of funds is primarily for commercialisation, to replicate the pod, and of course for the research and development required. We pride ourselves on being a diverse team, and what this slide doesn't depict is the existing founders who we leverage for advice. Essentially, we have skills ranging from computer science, sustainability. Some of our founders have successfully exited businesses already, and myself, I've been researching blockchain for social impacts since 2017. Please join us on our journey for empowering every business, organisation, and industry on the planet to become energy independent. Thank you.